Yeah, we got a new Series 4 card at Marvel Snap this week. The Super-Adaptoid showing up here as a potential counter to all of the powerful activate stuff like Jocasta that we also got this week, which is, you know, stacking activates on activates. But now Super-Adaptoid can come in and steal one of those activate effects, kind of like, you know, Rogue, for instance, stealing an ongoing effect. And then if you have time, he can actually use that activate again himself, which, you know, potentially very powerful. But I will say, while playing this deck today, man, it's really hard to line that up, despite the fact that the featured location today was summoning activate cards for people and giving me like way more guaranteed results. I still didn't feel like there were that many big moments on the Super-Adaptoid. And I even put him in a deck here that, you know, he's kind of fine as a just 3-drop backup plan in a Silver Surfer deck. You know, I wasn't expecting the world out of this as a perfect answer. I thought he might just be an okay 3/5 body with occasional upside. Just didn't really feel like the upside was there all that often. I think I would have been better off with almost any other 3-drop in most cases. But I also, you know, stuck in some other activate support, both potentially for Super-Adaptoid if he steals something, but also we've got Herbie and Lasher and Awesome Andy, which are all kind of playing off of buffs in one way or another, can each, you know, either buff or scale with buffs, which is great for stuff like Captain Carter, Sebastian Shaw, Viv Vision, and Gwenpool and Galacta. They're making up the rest of the Silver Surfer deck. So, like, listen, this felt totally fine as a Silver Surfer deck would. I actually went a dead even 7-7, but with a few like really heartbreaking losses, like literally a few points away from probably being like, I don't know, 9-5 with this deck or whatever, maybe even like 10-4, honestly. So, you know, probably just a little worse than like a regular buff Silver Surfer deck by committing to this activate package, because, you know, at the end of the day, Jocasta didn't feel that great here. Adaptoid actually felt pretty weak. Like the activate stuff was probably the weakest part of this deck, and the Surfer proven stuff was really the stronger side of this. So I did prefer Jocasta in the deck we played yesterday. That seems stronger to me and seems to have pretty solid data early on too. I saw it untapped. Super-Adaptoid is a card I'm just really not convinced on this one. Super situational tech card that's kind of hard from a timing standpoint. Kind of risky to play in every other matchup that's not an activate. Even with the featured location, still kind of struggled, which is not a good sign as far as I'm concerned. So don't have a ton of faith in this one, unfortunately. That said, still some funny moments with this deck for sure. Still some big hits off stuff like Lasher, Jocasta, and ultimately still, I think, a moderately competitive deck. I think you'd do fine with this one, but might just point you to a regular Surfer deck instead. Onslaught's Citadel, pretty great for Captain Carter actually, but that's about it. By about it, I mean that's literally it. That's all we got. Herbie, ooh. On reveal effects, I mean, like, Brood doesn't do any good. There's not really... Surfer doesn't do any good, right? It's not really for us, I think. I probably just play a Shaw next turn. Oh, Spider-Ham. I'm actually glad you didn't hit Carter, I guess. Mercury, definitely a bit of a pain. Titan is no good for us. I definitely want to get Viv down. I just, like, the question is actually, like, does she move? So that I can put a Carter in behind her, because I actually want her to move. Like, maybe not immediately necessarily, right? But like, basically after the Galacta, I want her to move. Oh, bro, maybe next turn's fine for the Adaptoid, right? It's gonna blow my Carter curve a little bit, but that's okay maybe because... oh, Juggernaut. Don't go left. Okay, that's fine. I didn't really care if it was mid. Oh, wait, Mercury doesn't stop it if it's unrevealed, huh? Oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. I like that. That's a fun thing. Oh, not having a 2-drop here really sucks. The deck has a few 2-drops to save these situations. Dude, it's like I gotta steal this, right? Like, I don't want this going off. And I can use it to double my Herbie, too. Because I don't know if it can steal Spider-Hams since he already used it or not. I don't know. This is really gonna blow the Carter again, dude. I mean, because even now Viv moves, of course. Even now the Carter's still bad. Steal that Jocasta, baby! No, it can take the ham! What a useless thing to do, sir. And I actually hit doubling too. I could have a Jocasta double right now, dude. Oh, I hate that it can steal it. Ah, dang it, dude. I mean, Carter can still hold this even against Thing unless she gets hit, right? Ah, crap. Well, no. If anything gets hit, she doesn't have a buff, I guess, right? Like, she's buffless. Because they'll move over. Oh, crap. Man, that's such a frustrating hit. Herbie would have been so nuts here. I mean, that makes me think that location's just gone, right? Like, I just can't win there, so what's the point? If you go Surfer, does it do anything? Like, Adaptoid gets out of range of the Thing, but Carter, again, it doesn't make a difference. Somebody's still dying, right? Somebody's still dying. I guess you just go Carter here for whatever 5 power. Man, that's a really tough Adaptoid roll. That hurts. Like, oh, I got their Bob, great. Big whoop. Can this hold? They don't play Cannonball here, do they? I was really hoping they don't, because I thought they'd support left more, yeah. Okay, true indeed. That's exactly what happened, yeah. Is that enough buffs, right, with Thena? I don't think so, right? It's there's no actual Fantastic Art going off, so she's only getting 3 more. Yep, nice, dude. Yeah, tough game. Oh, bro, they got the new Marvel Legends Cable action figure portrait and/or variant. I'm a huge action figure nerd. Some of you don't know this. I used to be a content creator in the action figure world, not videos, but written word. Pretty cool to see those two worlds collide. I actually wasn't the biggest Marvel Legends collector, but I do, of course, have some. Speaking of Marvel Legends figures, as I was doing earlier in the video, dude, these freaking the Marvel vs. Capcom ones, which aren't actually called that, they're called Gamerverse, but are obviously Marvel vs. Capcom. That Juggernaut is the perfect action figure to me. I love everything about that so much. I think I have to buy this. I don't know. I was not a big fighting game guy ever. I did not play a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom, at least seriously. But when I was a kid, in the Walmart in my hometown, they had a Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet, probably Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I would guess. And I would just sit there and watch other people play all the time while my mom shopped for like an hour. I would just watch, and I just loved it so much. You know, it was so awesome. Jennifer Kale's a good steal for Adaptoid, by the way, man. Yes, and I can actually move him mid to go with Jocasta. Oh my god, this is the dream Adaptoid game. By the way, this is the featured location right now, so I'm getting more activate cards than ever for my Super-Adaptoids, and it still hasn't felt very good. Just want to be clear. Just want to clarify that. It has still been bad. Oh, that's the Herbie I really like, but does Jocasta work after the fact? I didn't think it did yesterday when I tested it, but then some of you are making me think it still worked. I don't know. We're going to test it, I guess, to see if Herbie doubles here, because I just like this one anyway. Okay, yeah, no, we're going to steal the Jennifer. We're going to move the Adaptoid mid to line up with Jocasta. Jocasta's going to go off early so that... Wait, when are we playing Jocasta? Turn 5? Then I couldn't activate her till 6, so I would kind of waste the activate there. Maybe I don't actually move the Super-Adaptoid. Maybe he just chills. I don't know if these need to stack up. I hear... You know, Mojo World does matter, even with Nexus. I don't know, dude. I'm just going to leave him. Whatever. I don't know if he's a good Jocasta player or not, really. Just from a timing standpoint, because I think Gwenpool has to go down on 4. I think that's just mandatory. Ah, that changes things, too. They've decided they prefer the Nexus to Mojo World, which is interesting. They had a Black Cat there. Okay. Also interesting. I mean, it's definitely Gwenpool. I don't think she goes to Nexus because I think you like Surfer support better. If we hit Lasher here, Jocasta Lasher right could actually be a strong play. Could be a really good turn 5 play. Like if this gets hit 3 times or something, you know. Oh! Scripted! It's scripted! Are you kidding me? I guess I gotta hit this at some point, don't I? It doesn't have to be here though. I also could like save these, right? Like these don't have to go off now. There's nobody's forcing these to go off now. We can even do a Rania Lasher too, I guess. Maybe we do that now. Next turn we'll have 6 energy. That's fine. 8's a better number for us on 8 probably, or on 7. Just playing the Lasher for curve purposes, right? I don't think it's super exposed. What if they're running a Super-Adaptoid though? Maybe it is exposed. Plus I can buff it with Viv anyway, right? Like I said, if I'm going to 8 on 6, well, no, I got to play it earlier because I got to I gotta play it next turn. Opponent's mad at me because I'm taking too long, which I understand. I feel you. I vibe. I understand. Oh, Medusa's beating my Viv. Sad. Didn't think they'd play mid again. This is a C5 deck, by the way, isn't it? I'm now seeing. Oh, Carter Lasher is also insane, but I gotta play Jocasta this turn though. I should have just played him last turn, guys. I'm certain of that. So I do this, right? I still put Carter in, actually, right? I still put Carter in because she'll still buff the Lasher, right? This is fine. And then you just go Carter Surfer. So I'm not super happy with how this is unfolded, I guess. Viv winning would also be fine. I mean, oh, actually, I need to be winning, honestly, because I really want Lasher in the 3rd spot, not the 2nd spot, huh? Yeah, I actually really need Viv to win. Viv, hold on to Nexus here, buddy. They could very easily have like 15 power. What am I going to have? 14. No, 15 with Lasher, but Viv moves if you're tied. They might save the power on the final turn, though. They might play like Cerebro stuff this turn, you know? I don't know, dude. It's looking pretty good, though. I like they have the Cerebro portrait, by the way. Really on brand. Fatal. That's fatal to your win rate. Yeah. I just am not a Cerebro gamer. Ancient One. I think they're gonna get priority, which is gonna move Viv, which is gonna make my life very sad. I think we're gonna be tied, which, like we said, doesn't work for Viv. She moves because you're not winning. Not whether you're losing or not, which makes this Captain Carter much worse for the sake of the Lasher, but it's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think it's still gonna be a really nice play, right? I think we're gonna be really strong here. I can't imagine losing, but I don't know. Like, because the Lasher not only, you know, does the damage, but it also denies the Cerebro, right? It's kind of a 2-for-1. I guess unless it hits the rock twice or something. I don't know. Guess we'll find out, but they fist bumped. I got a fist bump, by the way. Very cool stuff here. Oh, Tau Mandal is awesome. Yeah, that's sick. Come on, Lasher. I'm counting on you, buddy. We need you. Lasher. Hit 2 different Cerebro cards and you're going to be totally fine, buddy. I promise. Come on. I think it has to hit 1 for me to win, right? If it hits rock twice, I think we're screwed. Yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it, yeah. Okay. Actually, they still won mid, by the way, so maybe... no, rock would have been fine anyway, I think, right? Because we were tied. Rock would have still gone -8. So there was... I just had to hit 1 of the Cerebro cards, yeah. Nice, dude! Sick! That was a good win. Could have been even better if Viv had held on, because Lasher would have been in the 3rd spot, and he would have had 13 power instead of only 9, right? So it would have been... -13 and -13. Really cool. But yeah, kind of a 2-for-1, because you know, these were what? These were 14 and we sent them down to -4. So we really did. You know, we removed 9 power from Cerebro and 8 power or 9 power from the Lasher or whatever. So really significant change there. Super sick, dude. That was a cool game. I didn't really love the way we played it necessarily in the mid game. I think we should have just committed the Jocasta Lasher earlier. But in particular, C5 deck, Super-Adaptoid, like, I don't know. I think it's a reasonable thing to worry about, right? You know, maybe playing it on turn 6 still had some risk, but it seemed like less risk than playing it on turn 5, right? I don't know. Like, you know, if this was a 6-power card, you wouldn't have to worry about it at all. You'd be like, oh, whatever. But as a 5-power card, I'm thinking about it. I think it's okay to play around that, to be honest. Jocasta, Andy, and Scarlet Spider. Oh, sick, dude. Yeah, that's a great Jocasta location. This feature location is giving me a real bump today. It's almost like I can't even tell you how good this deck is or not. I'm gonna have no idea because we're just getting a sick bump. Also for Super-Adaptoid, and despite this bump, I will say too, I don't even love Super-Adaptoid anyway. Still don't think he's that great, to be honest. In fact, like right here, Fenris Wolf, I don't have any reason to take that. I don't need that right now. I guess we just go Galacta here. Galacta Shaw's fine. 2-drop would be nice. Maybe a Lasher, maybe a Herbie. Herbie could go left, I guess. Galacta early for the opponent off the Surge. That is pretty darn powerful, yeah. You can see some excitement there. I understand your hype. Yeah, there's that Lasher indeed. Does Lasher go left? He doesn't get buffed much is the problem if he goes left, you know? There's not a lot of buff upside there. Maybe if you got a Carter, you could do some cool stuff like Carter mid with Lasher, but then you waste a Galacta, you know? Lasher and Shaw are basically worth the same when it comes to a buff standpoint, but I guess that's not true if you go with the Lasher left, right? Because then you get the Jocasta hit on it as well. Yeah. The Jocasta hit definitely helps. I want to Andy first so it hits Shaw. Yeah. This is gonna be a big Jocasta potentially. Brood is a monster. Okay, so they're setting up for a really strong mid. They're still pretty strong right too, to be honest. Gonna be tough to win, dude. Doing a lot of spicy stuff here. I mean, I guess you just always go Adaptoid Surfer, right? Well, hold up. Like I said, we want to Andy first. Asta, Andy. Adaptoid, Surfer. Spider, Lasher. And I guess you hope you win left and right. Mid seems out of reach with Torch. It just seems too big. I mean, honestly, right also seems crazy big, but I'm hoping that maybe between the Shaw and Andy buffs and stuff and the maybe a Scarlet Spider makes the difference. I don't know. Left's getting -8s. I'm hoping left holds either way, but it's honestly, yeah, left is gonna hold. They didn't really go strong left. They did go strong right though. Oh boy. Boy, right is a monster play. Carter is so big. How is Carter so jacked? We're so screwed. There is no way we're close. Mid is still crazy out of reach too, remember. Torch is also just a monster here. There's no world where we win. This is pretty good game for us in the scheme of the universe too. Unfortunately, it's just we're just not that close. It maybe if Spider went right, how close were we? Like closer. Yeah, actually. Wait, he's still going off again. Oh no, it's so close. I didn't know we had another whole cycle incoming, dude. The order was weird. Oh, it's so close. 38 to 42 is so freaking close. Forgot we had 2 spiders off Jocasta. Was there any way to get more points out of this? Oh, Carter just got so jacked, dude. Galacta, Forge, Surge, and Surfer. A 9 power Carter is just ridiculous. And Brood also just got Wakandan Embassied, Surfered, and Galacted, right? Just so much extra power going around. Tough loss, dude. Really close, high-powered loss. I think you kind of saw though how like a traditional Surfer deck's probably just going to end up being a little better than this sort of forced package, but I like that we were at least competitive. That said, it was probably because of the featured location primarily. Heyo, fun new card, Jocasta. What is this lady's deal, by the way? Like, who is this character in the lore? I just don't have any idea. Jocasta, figure from Greek mythology. That's not the one we want. Jocasta comics. That's the one we want. There we go. Lasher, I guess, has to go right. This man, this Jotunheim, by the way, on that squirrel is going to be beautiful for us. It appears to be a Marvel Boy end of turn. We've played a bit of this today. Do we go for Viv already, or do we go for I guess you go Viv first. I think there's a decent chance this holds for a minute, and a really good set of buffs in hand too, right? Oh no, invisible, no, Viv, we don't want you moving back right now. Yeah, guess again, we try here again. Viv, don't move right. Surely this holds though, right? Like they're way lower. They got a lot of dead bodies here right now. Bruce, don't go off this turn, Bruce. I swear to God. No, they spent 4. Okay. Nice. Bruce is like holding me hostage right now. This Lasher doesn't really have good ways to get buffed other than awesome Andy. Wait a minute. Do you put, I guess you put Jocasta here then, right? So that you can hit that Andy twice, hit that Lasher, hit a Sebastian Shaw. This still supports Viv as well for a big time like Shaw or whatever, so okay. Jocasta. Dude, where do I have priority? I do. Give me that Super-Adaptoid, bro. Super-Adaptoid. Wait, did we not hold left? How is that possible? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Athena scaled enough and Black Cat was big enough. I honestly just assumed that was a guarantee, to be frank with you. Good God, does Bruce go off or not, man? Does this hold? I mean, Lasher has a decent chance to get hit. If he doesn't get hit, let's say, right? If he doesn't get hit, they go down to 8. I only go up to 4 and 6. So Lasher getting hit actually only kind of results in a tie. So maybe you got to go Shaw in that case. I guess I probably play Shaw first though, right? Because, excuse me, Shaw before the Jocasta, I mean. Because he's also just worth kind of the same amount of points per hit. And that's a 2 out of 3 instead of a 1 out of 2, right? You kind of benefit from both that way. I think left is always gone. The question is, do we hold mid at 15, right? Because Havoc scales a lot. I was hoping that Squirrel would make the difference. He's gaining 12. I think they're going to be at 16, unfortunately. Oh, no, wait. Awesome Andy. No, Awesome Andy's going to net us. I forgot. Awesome Andy. Did I play those? Oh, no, I got it. And then Shaw's going to hold right for sure. I think we're fine, right? We did miss Lasher, but like we said, we hit the Shaw, which was the second good hit, so that's okay. Havoc here is only gaining 13, right? So we're fine. Or 12. But, you know, you would normally be at 13 minus Yoda, I think we're fine, right? Yep. Nice. Let's go. Fist bumps from the opponent. Nice stuff, dude. Andy made the difference, by the way, man. Literally 4 extra points here. I forgot to account for him. Thank God, man. I was mostly focused on him right. Of course, right. We held hard, so that's great. Heyo, show me those. Okay, activate card. I like that. Yeah. Lasher Carter's pretty cool. We don't see this much, but I think it's pretty cool. It is. He's not really something you want to play on turn 2 in that case, right? But I thought between Gwynpool, Galacta, Carter, and Viv that Lasher would be worth it in a Jocasta Surfer build, right? Seemed like it might be. So the question just becomes like, you know, do I get another 2-drop instead? Because if I don't, I think I'm definitely still playing Lasher. There's no world where that's not right. Jocasta on 3 is fine. We'll just put it with Lasher. Even then, you know, it's like she's 5 power, he's 4 power. You know, it's not bad. A 2-4 and a 3-5 to start, and then you know you hope to hit somebody else. Andy would be fine. Herbie for the opponent. Hey, show me the Super-Adaptoid, dude. I actually have a Super-Adaptoid play. I also have a Hell Cow that is useless. Spider-Ham is probably pretty good for them, honestly. Show me Adaptoid. Next turn's probably Galacta either way. I mean, I like that I did just win on power here if nothing else, right? Even if this is not a good activate. New location, by the way. How do you pronounce this? Kvch? Add a random activate card here for each player. I think it's the featured location today, so we might be seeing this one a fair bit. As a new location. Looks pretty cool. Definitely cool for a Jocasta day and Jocasta deck. And a Super-Adaptoid deck too, actually. Yeah. We might get a little bonus on this deck today that I wouldn't normally get. Opponent got what? +1 power. Okay. Not too bad. Basically an awesome Andy, right? Black Cat is going to my hand, but I guess it discards immediately, so not a lot of upside. Brood turned off. Okay. Kind of sucks. Yeah, Galacta still looks right to me. Galacta, Shaw's cool. We can go Carter. I mean, I don't know. Do you go Carter mid? It's actually going to be pretty hard to support. I almost want to go just Carter left, weirdly. Even though it's, you know, not maybe ideal or anything, but Carter into Herbie even. Dude, how sick would this be if Herbie were first and Lasher were next? Then the Carter would be insane. Still want a Super-Adaptoid, I guess, although I mean, this is already turned off, right? So, well, I don't know. It says steal the text. Can it still steal it even though, like, it's still, can it go off even if they've used it already? You know what I mean? I don't actually know. Carter, yeah, again, I think it's just better there. And then Andy, maybe we drop in here just to buff everybody else. Although I guess Andy here also looks pretty good in the scheme of things, right? Since it's an activate. I think I like Andy better than Herbie just because Herbie's an unreliable result here, right? We just don't know what he's going to be. So you get a pretty nice Carter thanks to the +2 Galacta. It's not a home run Carter, but it's fine. Jocasta is gonna pop off a little bit with these to help win left, and then you're just, you know, hoping to win right, I guess. I don't want to like Shaw mid, but oh, I forgot I'm getting copies of my freaking cards. Oh, I forgot. Oh my god, it's actually so sick. Forgot, dude. I forgot I'm getting copies, man. Jocasta, Andy. I mean, Andy's gonna buff mid. If you go Shaw mid, you've actually got a pretty competitive play there, don't you? There's also Brood. Shaw gets buffed by Andy and Galacta if I do it in this order, right? So, I don't know. Do you just put in like, I mean, honestly, we're still winning right as well. So maybe this is fine. This makes you Giga strong. I guess actually Brood's a bit better for the Galacta. Like it gets 3 of the buffs. This kind of only gets 2, but you want Shaw in first for the Andy, right? So I think it might be about the same. I'm too lazy to actually do the math. Galacta Brood would be like 12 and then something. I don't know. I'm just too lazy. Andy's the I guess with Jocasta, it's probably better to do it this way, right? Because did they go get doubling? I don't even, did they already use this? I don't even remember, dude. I have no idea. Jocasta is gonna pump that Marvel boy. 16 power Shaw. Did we get strong enough left is the question. I mean, surely we had to, right? Surely we had to. Mid looks like it's gonna hold to me. Oh, no Invisible Woman hit for them, I guess. So yeah, we're looking fine, right? The Marvel boy's never got enough mid. No! Unbelievable scam, dude. It didn't even have any bonus activations or anything. Oh my god, dude. Hey, Super-Adaptoid has a target. Not a great one, perhaps. So do I just Black Widow now? I mean, in theory, like Jocasta is kind of better with this, right? Because they just have to play an extra -1. But I mean, I guess it doesn't. The timing on it's really not that important, I guess. Could sometimes break a curve a little bit or whatever, but not really. Yeah, I think we'll just go Viv. I'm not really into stealing Sparky. I mean, I guess with Viv, it can help if I steal it, but I'm still gonna play the Viv first because we're just way ahead over here, right? Ooh, do we like Herbie doubles? Yeah, probably the best right now. I mean, again, like it doesn't give you a Jocasta play, but I don't know if we're gonna get a Jocasta play anyway. This just supports Viv a lot better, so. Winpool right into Brood right would be good to get ahead. Like Stark Tower, the buff's not actually gonna go off, but we just want to get ahead of the lockout, you know? I think I like Winpool better than Galacta, right? Because I got a good 2-drop in hand I can play. I guess, I don't know, I'm just gonna Black Widow. Clearly Jocasta's not happening this game, so. I don't think Sparky's gonna matter either. I mean, theoretically, the Sparky could help them as well, but it's unlikely, you know? They're not looking like a move deck, are they? So. Brood and Andy, that's a fine hit, actually, yeah. Magic mid! Oh, okay. That certainly changes the scope of the game a little bit here. Now, Stark Tower matters a lot more, too. I mean, we just fully farm this up. We can still technically add power to it later via Andy or Surfer. I'm kind of running out of good Carter spots. I guess I could still go Carter mid. Like Galacta left, Carter mid kind of thing, but I don't know. I don't love locking in already, you know? It's hard to... Oh, yeah, I like it even less now. Jeez. Okay. You don't need much to win that. It does seem like a Surfer deck who's, excuse me, a negative deck who's been missing, by the way, right? I mean, this just feels like Carter Surfer, but that's it, you know? Like, that's not that good. I'm not even getting a second body mid if I do that. But if I only play Surfer, you know, there's just not a lot of buffs. It's, I mean, excuse me, Carter, it's only Surfer buffing there, which also feels kind of bad. And then you're still not really supporting Galacta all that well. I don't know, it might just not be Carter. Maybe you have to go Galacta mid. If they were to flip left here, you know, the Adaptoid does have that Sparky play we were talking about, but I'm just not convinced that's good. I don't know, I'm just not sure it's Carter this game, just because from a energy cost standpoint, you know, I'm pretty much always spending 6. Like, if you played Galacta next turn, your curve's a bit better, but I just don't really have things I want to play this turn either is the problem, right? It's like, you know, it could have done like Adaptoid Surfer to make the curve a bit more interesting, but it's still just an awkward curve at the end of the day. Yeah, I think this is how you try to win, but is Carter better than Adaptoid left? She goes to 5, so she buffs Viv, so that's kind of 10 power. But then Surfer makes her kind of 14 power, whereas Adaptoid is going to go to 13 power. I think with Surfer, there's also the chance Andy hits too, right? So I think Carter's still just better despite being in that last slot, right? I don't know, man. Oh, nice. Okay, they just didn't really have much. Good. We focused so hard here, but they just didn't really have much, I guess. You know, they were probably going to be able to steal right with like a gore or whatever, but then how do you win the other 2 spots without the negative hit? You know, when you miss negative like that, it's really hard. The Widow's Bite, by the way, might have been well timed to deny them. I don't remember when I actually activated it, but maybe it could have helped them stay away from a negative. Kvch. I don't know how you say that, but Kvch, thank you for the Fenris Wolf and Lockjaw. That seemed to have like Warlock vibes, the art and stuff. I don't know if that's related to Warlock, but I need to learn Marvel lore. I started reading Marvel comics a little bit. I got a Marvel Unlimited subscription. I started reading them. I wasn't vibing that much, and I don't know why, because I actually love comics. I love DC comics too. You know, it's not just I mean, I probably prefer like, you know, indie comics and, you know, classic graphic novels and like lately I've been reading Metal or Lant, this sci-fi anthology type thing that got revived, you know, French sci-fi anthology revival, you know, that sort of stuff, like a little, you know, but I like hero comics too, right? I'm not like just a guy there. So I was kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I just didn't hit the right stuff. I like listened to some of your guys' recommendations. I don't know if the characters just weren't hitting me. I don't know what it was. I can't figure it out. But anyway, I just didn't vibe as hard as I expected to. That's the takeaway. Opponent is just doing a lot of stuff. I've been talking about freaking comics the whole time. I don't know what's going on. Viv is winning right, but not left. Okay. Mole Man's pretty freaking useless for us. Machine World stuff on our deck here. We actually kind of want these Vivs to lose, don't we? Shoot, Viv, you're causing me some ire here, unfortunately. Captain Carter can make you really strong, but I don't actually want to get that strong right now. Surely they play another card there, don't they? Like, dude, what is this, by the way? This is insane. How can I not play 2 things, by the way? It's just ridiculous to me. Maybe we just go Galacta into like Shaw plus Surfer, honestly. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. Like if they don't pull ahead here, which they did pull ahead, okay, so that gives me even better London plays now. We get less buffs, obviously, but we get better London plays, which I think I prefer more, just to copy more crazy dudes. That kind of sucks though, because that makes it look like they're winning there very easily now. Although perhaps it doesn't matter. Perhaps this is just better. I guess Surfer's actually not very good, right? Like Brood's just 18 power. There's no way Surfer's worth 18 power. So we might as well just do this, right? Like there's no way this loses. This is a ridiculous amount of numbers. How do we lose? I guess the Devil Dinos are big, but what was the fast forward here about? Do we lose? 37 is actually pretty outrageous, man. No, we don't lose. No, that's no. No, it's not close. Just kidding. Just kidding. I love how all the fun new cards are in the deck still. This is a good win either way. I like they're playing actually legit Devil Dino, by the way. This is a really cool old school stuff. Like Victoria Hand has mostly abandoned, you know, the Dino path, but pretty sick for the opponent. Probably a great thing I lost right with those Vivs, by the way. Really worked out well. Hey, Symbiote Spider-Man Super-Adaptoid is actually kind of cool, although, you know, I was gonna say like we could use it to copy a Silver Surfer or something, but Aranya is gonna be the target always, because that's gonna be the lowest cost card there. Oh, you know what we could do though? We could use Aranya to move the Super-Adaptoid. Oh, bro, that's the move. Use the Aranya to move the Super-Adaptoid after it steals the activate, and then you can do it with Silver Surfer later. Oh my god, we're so smart. That's gonna be sick, dude. I'm actually pumped. Created cards, we don't care. Lasher is fine to play on 2, I guess. Little hard to support here, but Andy can do it. You know, Jocasta or whatever can still be good. We're gonna leave the Adaptoid mid off the Aranya, like we said. We're gonna steal that Symbiote Spider-Man. No, they used it already. Why? Why? I think I can still actually, oh no, that became a Moira, so no, I can't. Like, if the activate's used normally, you can, but that became a Moira, so now it's just pointless. It does nothing. Oh, that makes me so sad, dude. Dang it, dude. It's so hard to find moments for Super-Adaptoid. I've been playing for 40 minutes, and I haven't really had a good one yet, to be honest. I've had a couple opportunities for good ones, but they just didn't land. But that's kind of the whole point, right? Is that they just sometimes don't land. I guess you go Galacta first, then you do maybe Shaw stuff with Aranya. Brood can go, I don't know where. Brood right maybe with Lasher. So you probably play like for Shaw mid. Brood right with Lasher. I mean, it's all still decent, you know, just not great. Deadpool coming in a little late, but does get the Nico buff. So that helps, I guess. They're probably not mad about that. Do you like Carter better? It's kind of hard to get a lot of bodies on, it's the problem. Not having a 2-drop here or a Surge or a Discounter. I think you could definitely squeeze a Surge into this deck. Maybe it's better than Lasher, but I just wanted more Activate support for Jocasta, you know. That's the price you pay when you build a more, you know, a deck like this that's more synergy driven or whatever. I mean, the Rock does allow you to get some decent Carter support. So you could basically send Carter over here, drop the Rock in, and then, you know, it's like Surfer, Brood mid and Surfer right is what I'm thinking, right? Carter gets pretty big. Rock, how does this work? Does the Rock... It's already put in there. I guess the Rock goes second, doesn't it? Ah, crap. I think the Rock ends up second, so it's actually not that good of a Carter. Even though she's revealing and moving first, it's already occupying that space. That kind of screws you. I don't know. It's still better for Brood, I think, this way, but just kind of annoying. I mean, without it, there'd only be one card anyway, right? I would still only have a Surfer right based on how we're playing this out. So I think it's still the right thing to do, because... you just get a Rock now, I guess. I mean, I don't feel that weak, to be honest. Did I play these in the right order, by the way? I guess it's actually... Yeah, no, that's always right. Why am I hesitating? That's definitely the right order. I don't know. Seemed like I did it wrong for some reason. But is Null that big? I don't think Null's big enough, right? Isn't Carter gonna farm here? Carter's just gonna farm here. Yeah, we're fine. Lasher's gonna solve the problem, dude. Go get him, Lasher. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, this could have been a bot, by the way. I don't know. I'm not sure. They didn't really... I don't know if they did anything wrong necessarily. Just didn't really seem to do anything crazy either. Just some weak turns. Did they skip turn 5? I don't even know what happened. So focused on my own game plan. I honestly don't even know. Might have been a bot.